Here's the first pitch to him. And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike one. Pitch on the way. 1-1 pitch is a curveball just off the black. 2-1 now.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
He's fallen behind now. 3-1. The 3-1 pitch is in there for a full count now. 3-2. Fastball called, strike three, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, this is pretty good job right there. That's the fourth time he struck out, and we're only in the second game of this series.
Stepping in now, Kevin Pillar. As he'll take a look at ball one. Career numbers against Julio Teheran. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Pillar makes a lot of great contact against left-handed pitching, perhaps one of the best in the game in that regard, but he does have his warts against right-handers at times. Just not as proficient at putting the ball in play when it's coming from that side. 2-1 the count to Pillar. Now the 2-1 pitch. Fouled away. The 2-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Bases are empty, one man out. Blue Jays center fielder.
With the meat of the order due up next, you can probably expect the two-hole hitter.
A little bouncer. That veers foul, so they'll do it again on 3-2. Another full count pitch home. Gets him looking, strike three.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
Standing in, Josh Donaldson will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. First pitch of the at-bat. And that one just missed outside.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty, power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
And this is fouled at the plate. Donaldson, commonly known as the bringer of rain around the game, was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matt, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. The three of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Julio Teheran, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Here's the pitch. Out here, not close. It's a ball and no strikes. The 1-0 is taken, strike 1. One and 2 now to the Braves pitcher. The 1-2. Liner towards second. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Hey, I'm not surprised right here this pitcher mixed in a knock. Playing in the National League, he gets way more opportunity to work on his craft from the offensive side of the ball. NL pitchers definitely have an advantage in these interleague games.
Here's Ender Inciarte as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man.
That's a really tough pitch to do anything with. The backdoor slider just off the plate, just missing the strike zone. That's nearly an unhittable pitch to hit for a hitter.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Two-one, here it is. And the changeup is way low that time.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
The 3-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Working for the punch out and the offering. And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
The next to bat for Atlanta, Lane Adams, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here comes the first pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Richard shading to his right. One down.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Ready for another chance. Freddie Freeman. First delivery to him on the way. Lifted in the air out to left. Tag appears to have been a bluff. He's back to second.
Now batting, third baseman, Ryan Schimpf.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Ryan Schimpf. Head-to-head history with Marcus Stroman. He's 1 for 4. Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Tehran at second. Inciarte at first. 2 out in the inning. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
Getting a few steps off. Another 0-2 home. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future. And now the Toronto number 4 hitter, Justin Smoak, as we begin the top of the 4th. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep, but it bends just foul into the second deck. The 1-1. Loud contact there, but it's well foul.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
Here now the 2-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Gone! A solo shot here off the bat of Justin Smoak. 29 home runs for him on the year as the Blue Jays take a 2-0 advantage.
Well, he hit a homer last night, too, so it's obvious that he's in a groove right now. My advice to this staff, don't give him anything he can extend his arms on. You do, and he's going to make you pay for it just like he did.
Here's Randall Grichuk. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A fastball right over the outside corner. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Turned on down the line. And that finds its way through for a base hit. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Man, I love this angle. Looking right down the line, you can see that he generates his power from his lower half, taking it down the line for a clean double. Great look there.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Here's Steve Pearce now. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. Number 10 for him on the year, as the Blue Jays have opened it up further now, 4-0.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Now batting.
And that'll bring up Aledmus Diaz. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight. All right, now so time for the Braves Road to the Show report as we see a couple of prospects who are having big time success at the high levels of the minor leagues. Russell Martin now. First pitch of the at bat. A fastball down near the shoe tops. And a fastball just a bit high. The 2-0 on the way. Is swung on and missed, and that's strike one.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup. So if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike two. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
In now, Marcus Stroman. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 0-1 delivery. A wave and a miss. A tick behind a good fastball.
You know that nasty changeup's lurking right here. If I'm in the batter's box, I have to tell myself to stay back. I have to take pull side out of the equation, or that changeup's going to beat me.
High in the air down the right field line. And foul. The next 0-2. Hit to first. Freeman is up with it. And he'll step on the bag himself. And the inning is over. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Toronto leads this one 4-0. Striding in once again, Tyler Flowers, 4th inning.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Set to deliver on 2-1. A high fastball is in there. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Diaz picks it up, and a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies, as he chops it on the ground toward the right side. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
You know, D-Row, as a pitcher, that can be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
He's in there. And he's back in standing. Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder, as he rips it on the ground to second. There is Travis on to first, and Markakis is retired 2 away.
Up next for Atlanta, the shortstop.
First pitch on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Well, that 2-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Popped him up. Travis will put this one away, and the side is retired. Braves strand 1. They trail here 4-0. Ready for another shot now. Devin Travis. He'll start off the 5th in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a strike.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
I know he's down in the count right now, and it's not looking good, but he's been swinging the bat so well lately. I don't think he minds this one bit.
Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. Line toward the gap in left center. Adams arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first down.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Into the box now, Kevin Pillar. As he swings and lifts it in the air out to shallow right field. And Markakis will tuck this one in for out number 2.
The batter number 20, third baseman, John Donaldson.
Stepping up now, Josh Donaldson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Bounce it to the left side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Danny Santana will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 23, Danny Santana.
Tapped out in front of home. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
So striding in, Ender Inciarte. It was a walk in his last trip. Missed with a slider. Flipped out the other way towards short, and that'll be the second out.
Adams.
Stepping in, Lane Adams. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch coming. Here it is. Popped him up, and he'll settle under it, but he can't hold on to it. Oh boy,
this guy's one of the best bunters in the league, but with 2 outs, I'm not sure that's a really good play right now. He might.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here. Lucas Sims is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season. Here's Justin Smoke now. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat.
And in that last at-bat, it makes you think this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball, and he didn't miss it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Now the 1-1 pitch is a changeup that gets him off balance for a strike. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2-2 now.
The 2-2. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
The right fielder, number 15, Randall Whitfield.
Digging in and looking for more, Rendell Gritchick. He hit a two-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike one. 4 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Hit out towards second. Albies scoops it up, and that's the second out.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Steve Pearce will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. And he fouls this one off. Four runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Hit on the ground out to short. Swanson scoops it up. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Blue Jays go down in order. They lead it 4-0. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Laid off as it caught the inside corner.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
Ground ball foul down the left side. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. And the throw is there to record the first out. Digging in once again, Ryan Schimpf. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one. And he lays off for ball one.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball.
I mean, the obvious key right now is the movement on his two-seamer. He's able to spot it up in when he has to, and he's able to go backdoor.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball two. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2. Making him sweat out there. The seventh pitch coming up. Pulled toward right center field. Pilar's there. Two gone.
Now batting, catcher, Tyler Flowers.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. And he lays off there, 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball. 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes. The count to Tyler Flowers.
Oh, man, he took a swing and a half at that one. I think some frustration is creeping into these guys, so he might have just been trying to get his guys on the board with one swing.
And he'll step out and ask for time. Maybe trying to get this pitcher out of the rhythm he's in right now. Stroman's ready. Here's the 1-2. The big curveball just misses apparently. Ball 2.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think that's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
Here now the 2-2. Hit hard towards center. That gets down, and the inning continues. So that knock keeps the bottom of the 6th inning hot.
Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put good wood on it.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. Down the first baseline. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Albies with a 1-1 count now.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
Here it comes on 1-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Played on the backhand. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
At the plate, Nick Markakis. No hits to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Way in front of a great slider that time.
The Braves have been looking for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a big time for that.
0-1 count and the pitch. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevated fastball. Your eyes light up as an offensive player, and you just cannot get to it.
Line drive to center field. That's in there. Base hit. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. It's now a 4-2 game.
Boy, Nero, talk about so close, but yet so far. One strike from getting out of this inning, but a big two-run base hit right there.
Yeah, that batter was able to control his emotions. Not a guy who fears going deep in the count right there, and he was able to come through.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Hit back up the middle, scooped up on the backhand, and a glove. Flip for one. So settling in now, Aledmus Diaz, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Russell Martin now. Here comes the first pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. He's got to start that a little bit more over the middle of the plate to get that swing and miss on the outer half.
A ball and a strike. One and two now. The 1-2. Sent on the ground out to second. On to Freeman at first, and there are two away now.
Now batting, pitcher, Marcus Stroman.
At the plate, Marcus Stroman. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Schimpf picks it up. And the throw pulls him off the base, and the inning's going to continue.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
Into the box, Devin Travis. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where
Center fielder, number 11, Kevin Pillar.
Digging in, Kevin Pillar. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard. First offering on its way. Takes this the other way to right. And that gets down as he can't get there in time. He pulls into second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. A 1-1 count now to Donaldson.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you've got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
Fastball is looked at for strike 2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
He really needs to find a pitch to put this guy away with right here, right now. He can't allow this inning to get any worse than it's already become.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base. And after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. Blue Jays forced to settle for just the 1. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. The Jays are out in front, 5-2. Charlie Culberson is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Charlie Culberson.
Line to the right side. And that's going to be a base hit. So a great job off the bench as he's aboard to kick off their half of the inning.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
Here's Ender Inciarte. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. Pierce ranging forward, 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Lane Adams.
Digging in, Lane Adams. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. From the belt, kicks and deals. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. A 1-0 delivery. On the ground is short. This could be 2. Diaz brings it in to second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Stepping in now, Freddie Freeman. Runners on the move for second. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. 8th inning coming up. It's the Blue Jays 5 and the Braves 2. Sam Freeman has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
39. Sam Freeman.
Justin Smoke will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Seared down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. And it's gone as they add still another. So a solo shot here to left center field, his second of the game, as they open it up to 6-2 now.
Yeah, and that home run is an absolute backbreaker. You still have some baseball left to play here, but with a 4-run lead, it could be a non-save situation. So they might get the rest their closer the rest of the day. 4 runs feels awfully good.
A fastball right over the outside corner. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Now the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
The 1-2. Fouled off. Grounded to third. Schimpf brings it in. And there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 1, Georgia, Diaz.
And that'll bring up Aledmus Diaz. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Hey, nice job of bouncing back after the leadoff homer. 2 quick outs after the bomb, and he's got a chance to get out of this.
Ready on 0-2. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Fouled away. Here's another 0-2. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
Again, a 1-2. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. And that ends the inning. So 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no error. And no one left. Into the box now, Ryan Schimpf. He's batting cleanup, but has been shut down so far at the plate, 0 for 3.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
I know he's well aware of the fact he can't tie this with 1 swing of the bat, but maybe he's trying to ignite the boys by driving something out of the ballpark.
Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Now the 0-2 pitch. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball. Little tapper down the first baseline. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. So you've got to figure he's got a good chance here to finish this one off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. Standing in, Tyler Flowers. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. First pitch on its way. Line towards center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his third single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Standing in now, Ozzie Albies. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. In there, a base hit.
Dan, if they're going to crack through, this has got to be the opportunity they've been looking for right here. They've had a ton of hits, a ton of people on base, but no one has been able to come up with that big knock.
Well, you know what, Dero, this pitcher's kind of worked around trouble the entire time so far. Another inning brewing right here. Let's see if they can't get a big hit here right here and bust through in this one.
Tyler Clippard will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup following the double switch. Troy Tulowitzki is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Number 2.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. In his last appearance, he singled home a pair of runs. Here's the first pitch to him. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Flowers over at second. Albies at first, one gone. The 0-2 once more. Swing and a little tapper. Here comes another 0-2. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
First base.
Digging in to try it again, Dansby Swanson. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
First offering on its way. And that one just missed outside. Ground ball right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. Notch one in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate. And he is out, retreating to third as they slap the tag on him.
Top pitcher number 39. Ken Freeman.
Kurt Suzuki will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 24. Kurt Suzuki.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Suzuki is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200, unfortunately.
Matty, he struggled against right-handed pitching all season long, but he just needs a few knocks today, maybe to get the confidence going. I don't think this is the norm for this ball player.
A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. And the slide is going to beat the tag by Martin. He's in there at the plate.
Everything done right, Dan, on both sides, the defensive side and the offensive side, to send him, and the outfielder made a strong, accurate throw, but that runner was safe.
No doubt about it. That's one of those where you got to be aggressive as a third base coach. You know the outfielder has a strong throwing arm. You're taking a lot of things you're trying to get through a decision to send. A good send in a close play, but it all worked out.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. Ender Inciarte will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. First pitch of the at-bat. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike one. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. Two men are on with 2 men out. Oh, and a half swing there on a pitch out of the zone. Indeed, it's strike 2. Bouncer down the line. That winds up foul. The 2-2 one more time. Hit out towards second. Throw on to first, and a good job of working out of that one with just limited damage as the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. 9th inning coming up. The Blue Jays on top, 6-4. Chase Whitley enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Russell Martin now. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th. He's set and the pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. A 1 pitch on its way. Changeup in for a strike. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Here's Troy Tulowitzki now as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. This year against right-handed pitching, Tulowitzki hits a little over the 270 mark. 1 out, nobody on. fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at-bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
Hit down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul, still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Line drive to left. Adams is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Devin Travis. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Here's the strike. Oh, and 1. Here it comes, and it's fouled away. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. They still lead it 6-4. Roberto Osuna enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth.
Number 54, Roberto Osuna.
So coming to the plate, Lane Adams. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit in the air down the right field line, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
A ball and 2 strikes. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Stepping in, Freddie Freeman. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. First offering on its way. And that one stayed too low apparently. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A ball and a strike now to the Braves first baseman. Two balls and a strike to Freeman. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss. here now, the 2-2. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. On to first, and that means the Braves are now down to their final out.
Now batting, third baseman, Ryan Schimpf.
So stepping in, Ryan Schimpf. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Here's the first pitch to him. And that misses, ball 1. 2-run game, last of the 9th with 2 away. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike 1. And he fouls this one off. Final strike for the Braves. Grounded back up the middle. Tulowitzki takes it in. Throw on to first is going to be in time, and the Blue Jays have earned a sweep here in this brief 2-game series as this ball game is over. A 6-4 finish in tonight's affair. The Jays jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Marcus Stroman earned his 9th.